ever worldwide. But we
et donc il faudra que tous ensemble nous soyons extrêmement mobilisés et extrêmement vigilants. Plusieurs des précédentes COP ont tenu des réunions parlementaires organisées par l'IP et elles ont généralement été l'occasion.
What do we look at in the study? Basically, we look at national legislation that is specifically addressing climate change or is related to climate change, such as laws in renewable energy, for example, energy efficiency, land use change and forestry, as well as transportation. We also cover executive policies learned from this. So we started in 2010 in partnership with Globe International, and the first study only covered 16 countries.
UNEP, UNDP, and also maybe other structures.
Thank you. One more question, and the time has gone. Yes? Romania,
we have to perform, and the performance orientation is going to be very, very important. And yes, we are the
India?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Please.
Honorable Chairperson and distinguished delegates, India shares the concern of the international community about the need to protect and preserve the tangible and intangible cultural heritage of humanity. In fact, the founding fathers of our constitution ensured the protection of our rich heritage and made any heritage safeguarding endeavor a fundamental duty of our citizens. Recognizing well the essentiality of protecting and safeguarding the national cultural heritage, the Parliament of India has been instrumental in enacting several legislation from time to time. Apart from these, the Ministry of Culture in India has initiated several schemes and programs for the preservation and protection of our cultural heritage. In addition, we also have national missions, namely Gandhi Sites Heritage Mission, National Mission on Libraries, National Mission on Manuscripts, and National Mission on Monuments and Antiquities. Way back in 1996, India established a National Culture Fund with a mandate to establish and nurture partnerships in the field of heritage between private and public sectors, government and non-government agencies, private institutions and foundations, and mobilize resources for the restoration, conservation, protection, and development of India's rich, natural, tangible and intangible heritage. We are close to framing of our national policy on cultural heritage, and the groundwork related to it has shaped change. Sharing our concern with the international community here, we would like to put forth some points as far as protection of our intangible cultural heritage is concerned for the consideration of this Assembly. It is felt that a sui generis model at the national level for protecting the intangible cultural heritage is essential. The significance of intellectual property rights and related legislative mechanisms for the protection of intangible cultural heritage may be in the areas, namely to prevent the erosion of traditions and unauthorized exploitation of traditions, protection of knowledge and skill from misuse and distortion, stimulating innovation and creative based upon traditional knowledge and knowledge systems, protection of the transmission of the knowledge insofar as the dignity and moral rights of the innovators are concerned, and to establish an inventory of statutory bodies doing work related to living heritage and to facilitate access to such bodies. The member states may be encouraged to proactively align in various regions and may be supported policy-wise, legally, financially, and statistically to develop resources required for safeguarding of intangible cultural heritage. It may also consider the initiative taken by the states as a part of various regional and sub-regional alliances and treaties like SARC, ASEAN, and BRICS, etc. There is also a need to consider creating exclusive and focused avenues towards nurturing Asian region. As a region of developing countries, it is at the threshold of unforced globalization, as such countries are bound to focus more on aspects related to commerce, infrastructure, trade policies and sovereignty. These aspects occupy a central stage and push back the indigenous and ethnic cultures to disintegration. It may not be equivalent to threats of war or natural disasters, but do pose a threat which is slowly and gradually permeating through the intangible cultural heritage of each such country. At the end, I would also like to mention recent instances of deliberate destruction of tangible cultural resources in some parts of the world. This necessitates a debate on an international level to go through the details of such instances and come up with remedial measures which can be applied worldwide for prolonging the life of tangible cultural heritage of different countries. This calls for creating a pool of professionals who are experts in handling heritage management and protection in conflict zones, preventing vulnerable sites against such willful destruction and providing mitigating measures, a pool of professional country-wise in case of such an unfortunate destruction on the pattern of United Nations peacekeeping force for restoration, conservation of the sites which have been damaged, and to generate awareness through media and community campaigns, not to destroy the cultural heritage, which is the cultural backbone of any country or civilization and a tangible reminder of the past. I am sure that the deliberations here would be useful for further promoting efforts towards protection of our cultural heritage. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please.